Hello there and welcome. If you're watching this video, chances are either you or someone you care about is dealing with a common but frustrating issue: swollen legs, also known as leg edema. It may sound like a minor nuisance at first, but for many older adults, it's a daily struggle. Swelling can make walking uncomfortable, cause pain, and even interfere with sleep, especially when your legs feel heavy or tight. I've heard folks describe it like this: every time I stand up, it feels like two sandbags are hanging off my ankles. And that paints a pretty accurate picture of just how exhausting and disruptive this can be. So what can we do about it? At home, safely, without relying on medications or medical devices? The good news is there are answers. In today's video, I'll walk you through 7 simple tips that have helped many people reduce leg swelling naturally. And the best part? These are gentle habits you can start today. And if you stick with them, most people notice real improvements in just a few weeks. Tip 1. Elevate your legs while resting. Let's begin with a simple yet often overlooked remedy that can have a profound impact on reducing leg swelling: elevating your legs while resting. It may sound basic, but when we understand how the human body works, we realize that this small habit can make a big difference in circulation, especially for older adults. We all know blood circulates through the body thanks to the heart's pumping and the subtle contractions of our muscles. However, blood flowing back up from the legs has to work against gravity, particularly when you're sitting or standing for long periods. In younger people, the veins in the legs have strong valves that help push the blood back up. But as we age, these valves weaken and the vein walls become less elastic, leading to blood and fluid pooling in the lower legs and causing swelling. Now picture this: you're lying down and placing a soft pillow under your legs, raising them about 6 to 12 inches above heart level. This position helps gravity do the work, allowing blood and fluid to return to the heart more easily without overburdening it. It's like tipping a water hose to help the water flow out. Just a slight shift that makes a world of difference. Elevating your legs reduces pressure in the veins, limits fluid leakage into surrounding tissues, and significantly eases that heavy, swollen feeling. What's great is that this doesn't require any medication or equipment. Just a pillow or a folded blanket is all you need. The best times to elevate your legs are after lunch or before bedtime, those moments when your body is at rest. Try doing this for 15 to 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day. If you make it a habit, the results will speak for themselves. My aunt, who's nearly 80, used to suffer from severe swelling in her legs, especially during hot summer months. She enjoyed watching TV in the evenings, so I suggested she prop her legs up during that time. At first, she was hesitant, but just a week later, she called me and said, "My legs feel light, I sleep better, and I don't wake up feeling like I'm dragging bricks." Amazing, isn't it? Sometimes the smallest changes bring the biggest relief. So if your legs are swollen, tired, or achy after a long day, don't rush to pills. Start by lifting your legs up gently and consistently. It's a simple act of care, one your body has been quietly asking for all along. Tip 2, reduce salt intake. A small change with big benefits. When it comes to reducing swollen legs, most people think of massages, leg elevation, or walking. But few realize that one of the biggest culprits behind fluid retention is something we consume daily: salt. Salt, or more precisely sodium, is essential to the body. It helps regulate fluid balance inside and outside our cells. But when we consume too much sodium from salty foods, processed meals, or heavy seasoning, the body compensates by retaining water to dilute the sodium in our bloodstream. This retained fluid often accumulates in the lower extremities, causing swelling. In older adults, kidney function naturally declines with age. making it harder to eliminate excess sodium. As a result, leg swelling tends to occur more quickly, lasts longer, and becomes harder to control without dietary adjustments. So how can we cut back on salt without sacrificing flavor? The secret is not to eliminate salt entirely, but to reduce it gradually and replace it smartly. Use herb-based or low-sodium salt alternatives to enhance flavor. Limit high-sodium foods like sausages, bacon, instant noodles, canned goods, soy sauce, pickled vegetables. Eat more fresh greens and potassium-rich fruits and vegetables like broccoli, spinach, celery, bananas, watermelon, oranges, and lemons. When cooking, rely more on natural spices such as garlic, onion, pepper, ginger, and lemongrass. I remember my uncle, who had both high blood pressure and severe leg swelling, saying, "I thought low-sodium food would taste bland, but after 2 weeks, my taste buds adjusted and everything tasted even better." And he was right. Our palate can reset if we give it time. Another tip, always check food labels. Many so-called healthy products are secretly packed with sodium. Just one small canned soup can have close to 1,000 milligrams of sodium, nearly half the daily recommended intake. In short, reducing salt won't just help your legs. It's good for your heart, kidneys, and blood pressure. If you're preparing meals for an aging loved one, consider adjusting seasoning starting today. And if you're experiencing swelling in your own legs, look back at what you've been eating. The answer might be hiding in that little spoonful of salt. Tip 3, stay hydrated, the most overlooked key to reducing swelling. There's a common myth. If my legs are swollen, shouldn't I drink less water? The answer is no. In fact, the opposite is true. Drinking enough water is essential to stopping your body from retaining it. Why? Because our body is smart. When we're dehydrated, it tries to protect us by holding on to every drop, which leads to water retention, especially in the lower legs. Ironically, many people reduce their water intake when they notice swelling, which only worsens the problem. Older adults may not feel thirsty as clearly, and they may forget to drink unless prompted. That's why it's crucial to make hydration a daily habit. So how much should you drink? Ideally, 1.5 to 2 liters per day for adults, spread throughout the day. Avoid gulping large amounts at once. Take small sips every 1-2 hours. Helpful tips. Keep a personal water bottle nearby, at your desk, beside your bed, or in the living room. If you dislike plain water, try adding slices of lemon, mint, ginger, or drink it warm. Avoid strong diuretics like black tea or coffee. They can flush out important electrolytes. A retired nurse friend once told me about a patient, an 82-year-old man with legs swelling and high blood pressure. After adjusting his hydration habits, drinking just the right amount, consistently, within 10 days, the swelling had significantly reduced, and he was sleeping better without that heavy, dragging feeling in his legs. Remember, water isn't just a drink. It's the body's natural cleanser. And if your legs are swelling, it might just be your body's way of saying, "I'm holding on to water because you're not giving me enough." Tip 4, gentle daily movement. Every step is a dose of medicine. Leg swelling is a clear sign of poor circulation, especially in the lower limbs. One of the biggest causes of this issue is a sedentary lifestyle, sitting or lying down for extended periods and not moving enough. And for older adults, this can happen more easily due to weakness, fear of falling, or fatigue. But here's the good news. Exercise doesn't have to be intense. With the right movements, at the right pace and time, we can reactivate the body's natural pump, the calf muscles. When we walk, rotate our ankles, or even just bend and straighten our knees, those muscles contract and push blood and fluid back up toward the heart, reducing swelling and improving circulation. Simple and effective exercises. Ankle circles while seated, 10 rounds each direction. Knee bends, 10 to 15 reps per leg. Slow indoor walking, 5 to 10 minutes, 2 to 3 times daily. Air cycling, lying on your back and pedaling your legs in the air. Perfect for those who can't walk far. I once visited an 84-year-old woman in Michigan who had persistent swelling during the winter because she stayed in bed too much. Her daughter printed a simple leg exercise chart and taped it to the wall by her bed. Each morning, she did 3 routines, 5 minutes each. After just 2 weeks, she said, "My legs feel lighter, and I no longer need help to stand up." Incredible, right? Movement is life. Even a toe wiggle sends a signal to your body. I'm here, I'm active, I'm flowing. And your legs will thank you for every motion. Tip 5, cold compresses. Ease the heavy, achy feeling in minutes. Swollen legs often feel tight, hot, and overly sensitive, like they're carrying an invisible weight. When this happens, applying a cold compress is a simple but highly effective way to reduce discomfort and inflammation. Cold therapy works by temporarily narrowing blood vessels, which reduces fluid leakage into tissues, decreases pressure and pain, provides instant relief and relaxation. Important guidelines. Never apply ice directly to the skin. Always wrap it in a towel or cloth. Limit each session to 15 minutes. Use 1-2 times a day, especially in the afternoon or after activity. I once cared for a retired Navy officer who swore by his daily cold compress routine. He said, "Feels like dipping my feet in a mountain stream. All the heaviness melts away in 15 minutes." Isn't that a beautiful image? A cold compress can't perform miracles, but used consistently, it becomes a quiet ritual of self-care, one that brings clarity and calm to tired, swollen legs. Tip 6, wear compression socks. Silent helpers for better circulation. If movement is active therapy, then compression socks are passive support. These medically designed garments provide gentle pressure from the ankle upward, helping veins move blood back to the heart more efficiently. They're especially beneficial for older adults who sit, stand, or lie down for long periods. Compression socks prevent fluid from pooling in the ankles, reduce swelling, lower the risk of blood clots or deep vein thrombosis. But remember to get professionally measured for the right season compression level. Put them on in the morning when swelling is lowest. Always remove them at night. Consult your doctor first, especially if you have diabetes, heart failure, or severe circulation issues. I recall a friend's grandmother who could barely walk due to swollen legs. After wearing compression socks for a month, along with other healthy habits, she could finally stand in the kitchen and cook again after years of needing a stool. That quiet support helped her regain confidence and independence. They may not look glamorous, but compression socks are armor for aging legs, offering support, comfort, and the dignity of moving freely. Tip 7, warm foot soaks. More than relaxation, it's restoration. Picture this, a warm basin of water, a chair by the window, soft music in the background, and your tired feet soaking in warmth. This isn't just relaxation, it's healing. Warm water around 104 degrees or 38 to 40 degrees dilates blood vessels, boosting circulation. Soaking your feet enhances blood flow to the lower limbs and can stimulate the entire body's circulation. Add Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate, and you get even more benefits. Reduced inflammation, relaxed muscles, and pain relief. How to soak properly. Fill a basin with warm water and 2 to 3 tablespoons of Epsom salt. Soak for 15–20 minutes, ideally before bedtime. Add slices of ginger, dried citrus peel, or lavender oil for extra relaxation. This isn't just physical care, it's a moment of mindfulness. My grandfather used to soak his feet each evening on the porch, talking to us, smiling gently. Later, I realized he wasn't just soaking his feet, he was reconnecting with himself, his breath, and the peace of the evening. If you live alone, make this your daily meeting with yourself. If with family, turn it into a moment of connection. Soak to God's or talk, relax, and let the day's tension dissolve. Final thoughts. Healing begins with small intentions. We've just explored 7 simple but powerful ways to reduce leg swelling at home. No medication, no expensive equipment, just consistency, care, and compassion for your body. Leg swelling isn't just a symptom, it's your body's way of saying, please take a moment to care for me. Whether it's elevating your legs, sipping more water, or soaking your feet, each small act sends love and support to the hardest working part of your body, your legs. If you're a caregiver, try these tips with your parents or grandparents. Sit with them, cook light meals, walk together, or share a warm foot soak at the end of the day. These moments aren't just health practices, they're emotional bonds. And if you're going through this yourself, start small. One step, one glass of water, one pillow under your feet, your body will feel it, and it will thank you. Thank you for watching today's episode on Senior Health Master 247. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, be well, and may your every step feel lighter.